Hello and welcome back to Good Germs Off-Road Adventures, and welcome back to the shop and to the Chicken Hawk. We're going to get into some maintenance things. You know, we've got a big weekend coming up, a big camping weekend for my birthday in a couple of weeks. Lots of people are coming out. We need the other quads ready to go, so we're going to do an oil change. We're going to change the transmission fluid and the front gear case fluid because, quite honestly, I don't remember when that was done last, so that means it's been too long. But anyway, why don't you go ahead and hang out with us today as we go ahead and do these things. Stick around. So first thing, let's go ahead and get the dipstick pulled for the oil. And the dipstick, it's down there, but quite honestly, the easiest way to reach it is through the fender well, right there. It's much easier to stick your arm in here next to the tire and get it from here. And it's just a short little dipstick. And well, that oil, it looks dirty, but it's full. That's all that matters, right? That the oil's full. It doesn't have to be clean or good. All right, next we got to get the drain plug out, and I believe that to be an 8 millimeter Allen wrench size. So let's see. I'm going to guess this is an 8. No, that's a 6. How about this is an 8? Nope, that's a 7. Okay, then that must mean this is an 8. Yep, that's an 8. Okay, well, funny story. It's neither a 8 millimeter, 7, or a 6 millimeter Allen. It turns out it's a Torx. Torx T40 to be exact. I must have forgotten since it's been so long since I've changed it. But anyway, Torx T40, we're going to get under there, get the drain plug out, and drain it. Ow. Okay. And I'm sure the oil's going to get all over the place, but that's to be expected. Oh, not too bad. Now the oil's, well, it's dark. But at least it's all there. Okay, it looks like it's still trickling out, but it's just whatever got on the frame, so we're going to go ahead and put this back in. And I do have a new crush washer on this. Always make sure to replace that crush washer. And yeah, I know the socket is still stuck in the end of the drain bolt. I guess that just happens. Okay. That should be it. I know there's a torque spec for this, but we just go by the German torque setting of Guten Tight. Okay, let's get some of that oil cleaned off of there. That's nice. And then we'll go get some brake clean and kind of squirt it up in there. There we go. You know, in case you didn't know, brake clean is like the shop version of Windex. It's good for everything. You know, I didn't realize this with the rubber glove on, but apparently when I whacked my hand against the frame or whatever, kind of got a little bit of a bloody knuckle, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can fix that. I've got a bit of a first aid kit here. Flexible fabric, clear strips, variety pack, flexible shear strips. Oh, there's clear band-aids. Let's see what's in here. Well, these are all big ones. I didn't do that much damage. Okay. Let's see. I think let's go with... Well, let's just see what's in here and we'll probably use some of those. Well, that's going to have to do. It wasn't bleeding bad, and I just don't think I have the right kind of bandage, but it's fine. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, changing the oil. I already drained the oil. Oil filter. I think that's what we have to do next is oil filter. Let me see how we can get to that. Okay. So the oil filter on these Hawkeye 300s, it's, you know, sort of there. You can kind of see it behind this piece of frame here. And it's more on the right side, you know, of the machine, but you can't get to it from this side. And it would be easy if you take out these air, you know, the cooling things. It's air cooled, so the air's got to be directed towards the engine. If you take these out, it would make getting to that easy. But we're going to do things the hard way. But I have discovered if you come around to this left side and you lay down in a really uncomfortable position, you can kind of not see it up there. But if you lay down in an uncomfortable position down here, you can reach your hand up through here and you can grab it and you can twist on it and take it out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and take it out. And it looks like the last person who changed it, which is me, did not over tighten this. That's nice. What I don't remember is how much this leaks. I don't think it's all that bad, if I'm honest. Oh no, not bad at all. And then let's sneak it out of here, and there it is. Oil filter. Well, it's a good thing I didn't miss, because I wasn't really watching where I was pointing that. Okay. Now, just like, and I kind of stand up sometimes. Okay, just like when we changed the oil on old Ruby Sue, I went ahead and got a Wix for this. I think what I just took out of there was a Tusk. Yeah, a Tusk filter. But Wix 51, whatever that says, 51358, just for this. So go ahead and take it out. And this is the, you know, the nice kind of Wix. Check this out. It's probably blurry, but that says Made in USA. That's always nice. Anyway, we're just going to put this back up in the same spot. We are going to go ahead and put the used motor oil right back on this. No, we'll put the fresh oil. We'll prep that properly. Okay. All right, I've gone ahead and prepared the filter. You can see a little bit of shiny on the, you know, whatever that's called, the gasket. That's fresh oil. I promise I did not dip my finger in the used oil. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one back in here. And it's the same as when you took it out, just the exact opposite. So we're going to lay down here. Oh, get as uncomfortable as possible. And push ourselves away. Come on, roll it. Oh, okay. And snake this back up in the hole. And thread this in place where the old one was. Now we did check the old one to make sure the gasket came off. See? Gasket's there. Okay. And then again, just do it by hand, you know. If you do want it to never come off, just go ahead and cross thread it and it will never come off again, you know, in case it's an ex-wife's machine or whatever. Hand tight, and that's it. There it is, right there. Okay. So you know what's kind of nice about all the Polaris Eye. What's the plural for Polaris? Anybody know? Let me know what you think the plural is. Anyway, what's nice about all of them, you know, the Hawkeye 300, the Sportsman 400, the new ones, the 5, they all take the same filter, roughly. They all take the same oil, 5-weight 50 synthetic. You know, you don't need to go spend $20 a quart on Polaris oil. We're going with Lucas today. This is 5-weight 50 synthetic Lucas, and it says right on there, side-by-side UTV, and U is synonymous with A, so ATV. Sure. You know, do make sure to consult your owner's manual. Don't take my advice, but all these quads, ATVs, four-wheelers that I've owned, you know, Ruby Sue, the 400 over there, the Chicken Hawk, the little 300. We've got, of course, I've got Dusty and Darth, the 2 570s. They all take the same exact amount of oil, which is 2 quarts. Nothing more, nothing less. And whoops, poured too fast. You pour this in too fast, it's going to come back out at you. Apologize if you're getting any wind noise or fan noise. I've got fans on here again because, well, it's 96 degrees in the shop today. Okay, that's 1 quart. 1 to go. Pour this one in a little bit slower. Okay, that's 2 quarts. She's full. Okay, and I've already cleaned off the little dick stip fill plug thing, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that back in. And we're not going to bother to check it, because unless it leaked out, it still has the same 2 quarts we just got done putting in there. Do not put pliers on that to tighten it. Just, you know, with your hand. It's good enough. Okay. So that's it for the oil change. You know, the oil change on this quad, it doesn't really get much easier than that as far as oil changes on quads go. I guess some of the older 3-wheelers and ATCs might be a little easier, I suppose, but for modern day quad, doesn't really get much easier than that. I say modern day, this rig's 18 years old. Yeah, anyway, oil's done. Now we're going to move over to the, I say let's do the transmission next. Sure. Okay, so both the drain and the fill for the transmission are on the same side. They're on this side, left side or driver's side of the quad. We got you can get to it without taking the wheel off, but it's just a lot easier if you do. So we're just going to go ahead and take the wheel off real quick, and you'll be able to see these plugs here pretty easy. Well, I lied about the pretty easy part, but it's still easier to get to it without the wheel in the way. Let me show you. Okay, so here, where my finger is, there, this is the drain plug, right there. And then the fill is, well, is there a way to, there it is, right there. That's the fill, right there. Now, if you're not changing the fluid and you just want to check it and top it off, you only open that fill plug, and the fluid level is supposed to be right to the bottom of those threads. So basically, if it comes out at you, it's full. If it doesn't, it's not full. So we're going to go ahead and take the fill plug out first, and then take the drain plug. I think I'll move my extra professional catch can here and move it underneath the transmission. There we go. Lined up. More or less. Okay, sure. All right, well, let's just go ahead and I guess start removing plugs. So the instruction manual, it does say what size to use. It says 15 millimeters, and it says wrench. And it's oddly specific to say wrench versus socket versus whatever, but I can see why. You know, if you look there, you just don't have clearance. There's no clearance. You just don't have clearance between that fill plug and the back side of the lower control arm, and the frame also kind of sticks out a little bit, so you really can't get a socket unless you've got a really thin socket, and I don't have one. And you also can't get a ratcheting wrench on there because they're typically flat. They don't have any curve to them, or bend, if you will. So, you know, wrench it is. So we're going to try to get a wrench on this and sort it out. Oh, good. It just spun right off of there. That's what you want. Can I get it? And the frame's in the way. I can't even get it right there. All right, well, let me put the camera on a tripod or something. Maybe I can get it from up here and, oh, maybe, oh, there we go. Broke it loose a little bit. Did I break it loose enough to turn it? Oh yeah, there we go. Come on, baby. I would say this is a bad design, but you know, what are they supposed to do? There's not a lot of options when it comes to doing this. This isn't like most plugs where you get them broke loose and they come out easily. This has some bite left in the threads. And I just dropped it in there. Groovy. Okay. Okay, this one, you can put a socket on it. And it's also 15 millimeters, that's nice. And how can I, okay, if I do it, it's not loose yet. Well, I caught the bolt that time. And that stuff is dark. And it's going to make a mess right on the frame, isn't it? Maybe not. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Wonder how much metal's in there. That's a scary thought. Now that that's almost done, we're going to go ahead and put the drain plug back in. There we go. That'll do. Let's get some cleaner and clean that up a little bit. That is shop grade Windex right there. So the fluid you have to use in these transmissions is the Polaris AGL, and it takes this one about 20 ounces, I think it says, and this is a quart, which is 32 ounces. That's plenty. However, this is a partial quart, and I've got another partial quart, and I've got a full quart. I don't know what AGL stands for, but I'll tell you what I think it stands for. Annoyingly expensive gearcase. Annoyingly expensive gearcase. Annoyingly expensive gearcase. I don't know what AGL stands for or what it means, but I'll tell you what I think it means. I think it means annoyingly expensive gearcase lubricant. It's like 20 bucks a quart for this. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put it in, and I'll show you how I go ahead and do that. I've got a bit of a bendy funnel that works pretty good for it. I'll just put that in the hole there, I think. Yeah. Can I get to it from this side, maybe? Nope. Yeah, okay. Get the hands in there. Nope, that missed. Well, can you just get in the... Okay, well that doesn't fit great. I'm sure that's just going to leak everywhere because I don't think that's in there. Okay, so the bendy funnel didn't work, so I'm resorting to a big syringe that I use for the front gear case, and I'll show it to you when we get there, but we're going to go ahead and feed this in. And we'll stop when it starts coming back out. That's how we know it's full. Which is not yet. There we go, now it's coming back out. So now we're full. And I did manage to fish the fill plug out of the pan there while you weren't really watching. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's go ahead and put the plug on and try not to drop it back down into our super fancy bucket. Lovely. Okay. Does anybody know or seen what I did with the wrench? Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Slip. Okay. Can I get it? Nope, I already know that answer. Okay, that's pretty snug that way. Now let's try to get a bite on it this way. Can I even get... No. All right, Polaris. Do you want to leak? There we go. That looks good. All right, so let's just go ahead and clean up the mess here. There we go. Well, that's it for the transmission. That's 2 out of 3. On to the next. So for the front gear case fluid, the instruction manual to the Hawkeye here, it's fixing to lie to us. Now it says the drain, no, the fill, it says the fill plug is an 8mm, Allen wrench, and that's correct. It is an 8mm. Say that 10 times fast. I'm not gonna. It's an 8mm Allen. That is correct. The drain, however, it says 11mm. I'll show you. Right about there. You can't see it. It's not going to focus. Anyway, so the book says it's 11mm. You can be a little wrong or you can be a lot wrong. It's a lot wrong. It's not 11mm. Sorry. The wife, she made an order on Element once. And for doing that, they sent her these cans. These cans here. They got some bite. Anyway. I'm just trying to stay hydrated. Anyway, it's not 11mm. Not even close. Not 12. It's not 14. It's not 17. It's 19. Polaris. 19mm. I don't know how that's a typo, but anyway. We have a 19mm wrench. We're going to get under there, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here on the front of the quad, right there, can you see it? There. I'll circle it because I can't use both my hands, but that plug, that's the 19mm, not 11mm drain plug. And then, of course, around on this side, you've got right there, that's the 8mm Allen fill plug. So I'm going to go ahead, put the camera on a thing so it can, do the thing without me having to hold on to it. And we'll drain it and then we'll fill it. All right then. Oh, that's not even tight. or it wasn't on because I can't see. Nope, it just wasn't all that tight. Okay. I think this is guaranteed to get all over my fingers here. Maybe we'll put a glove on. Okay, I want you to remember that color. And also look at the mountain of crap on that drain plug. Yeah. Now, it's cleaned off the magnet there. Wow. This is probably years overdue. I don't think. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take that fill plug out. That way we can make sure we got everything out of it. Okay, since no more came out, I'm going to assume that's it. And we're going to go ahead and put this drain plug back in. There it goes. All right, grab my 19 millimeter wrench and tighten it back up. There we go. Let's get some, sorry, I just bumped you there for no apparent reason. Let's get some cleaner in here. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to use the same syringe that we used on the purple transmission fluid, you know, the extremely expensive gearcase lubricant. I've gone ahead and cleaned it out real nice, and we're going to use it on this fluid. Now, this is the Polaris demand drive fluid is what this is called. Again, it's expensive fluid. Now, this supposedly only takes 5 ounces. It's the same kind of principle. Stick that in there, and you just put it in nice and slowly till it comes back out. Now notice, if you remember the color of the stuff when it came out, look at the color of it going in. Whoops, that was not 5 ounces, and it's already spitting because we went too fast. Okay, slow it down. And it's just all coming back out. Good thing is, I guess you can't overfill it because it'll just spit out what it doesn't want. We're just going to put some more. There, looks like we have a steady stream coming back out. So we're just going to stop there. And let that finish leaking. And then we'll put the drain plug, or the fill plug back in. And once again, we'll just go to the German torque setting of Guten tight. There we go. Perfect. Oh, let's clean it all off. Yep. Especially since we went ahead and got it everywhere. Oh no, it's empty. Do I even have any more? No. I'm out of shop Windex. Well, I think this is probably enough. Oh wait, it's still going. It's still going. Okay. There we go. Get all that out of there. So like I was saying, you saw the color of that stuff coming out. In case you didn't see it going in, that's the color of the fluid. Oh, it just poured it all over my shirt. That's nice. Anyway, you can tell the color of that fluid is a nice, clear, golden, apple juice-ish color. What came out? Well, it was black. There was a lot of metal in there, so I'm going to be a little honest. You know, I like doing maintenance on things, but in all truthfulness, I don't remember ever doing this for the old Chicken Hawk. I don't remember ever doing transmission or front gear case fluid. And I hate to admit that to you all in public, but hey, got to be honest. So I guess we're lucky that nothing has failed on this old quad here. And it's been ridden hard. Not recently, but years ago, it was ridden pretty hard. You'd probably tell from the skid plate the way that thing looks under there, but four-wheel drive, all of it, and it's never failed, never broken. So I guess we're just lucky we've got new fluid in there, so it should do pretty good now. Well, I think that's going to do it. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Hopefully you got something out of it, you know, doing a little bit of maintenance on the Chicken Hawk here. Maybe some people out there, maybe that guy right there's got a Hawkeye and he wants to know how to do the things. Probably not. Nobody has these things anymore. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it if you did, you know, the like, subscribe, share. It really means a lot, and I'm grateful for every one of you that have been watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing so far. Really means a lot. In the meantime, you know, I guess we'll see you later.